We got her, boys. See her back there on the trailer. What's up, guys? I want to say good morning, but it's 6 a.m. and I have no idea when you will be watching this video. We are on our way to Indiana right now to look at that S13 I mentioned in the last video. We are a little early compared to him. He's about 10-15 out still. I'm not going to shove the camera in his face when he gets here. I'll get out, I'll look at the car, and I'll pick this back up if the trade happens. I'll go over why I'm trading, what the car is, all the info about the car. It is Sammits' old US seat time car that he bought like 4 years ago. I know the original owner who built the car out in Cali, so I know a good amount about the car. But yeah, I'm going to hang out. I'll pick this back up once the trade happens. We got her, boys. See her back there on the trailer. We have the truck loaded up with some spare over fenders, spare front fenders, spare valve cover, a bunch of spare parts for the car. I'm gonna get driving home. We got about an hour and a half left. Once we get home, get it unloaded, we'll get it in the garage and we can go over the whole build and everything about the car. So just got back home with the car. Gonna get it unloaded off the trailer, get in the garage. We'll go over plans with the car, everything I got in the trade, everything I gave away in the trade. Hey guys, so we got the car unloaded, we got it in the garage now. So this is Sammits' old US seat time car he bought when he came here for LZ Tour 3-4 years ago. Drove it for about a couple months. The car did sit at Jimmy Oak's shop for 3 years. A guy in Indiana bought it about 2 months ago and already wanted to get rid of it for some reason. So we traded my car, I kept my buckets and all my wheels. He gave me this car and a set of 35mm rear overs, 75mm front overs, a spare valve cover, roof wing, and a Type 2 spoiler, and a grill, and some other smaller things like oil for an oil change and whatnot. So going over the car really quickly. So let's go over the engine really quickly. It's an SR that was built by SR Shop out in California. Has a Grady oil pan, ACL bearings, Manley H-beam rods, CP pistons, Tomy head gasket, ARP head studs, BC valve springs and retainers, BC 264 cams. Has Tomy cam gears, Tomy rocker arm stoppers. It has a Garrett G25 550 turbo on a ISR full steel manifold in stock location. S14 water neck, S15 timing chain gate, S15 timing chain guides. It is on a Link G4X ECU. Has a ACT 6-buck clutch and flywheel, Grady front mount, Circuit Sports oil filter relocation, H-gas high power catback, Grady downpipe, custom turbo elbow. It has a full wiring specialties harness. It's on 1700cc injectors. It has a S15 oil pump pickup, oil pump, and water pump. It has pretty standard S13 suspension. It's on BC coils, adjustable arms, has a Z32 diff and axles. Has Z32 brakes all the way around. They're all redone freshly with new pads and rotors. It does have the R32 e-brake assembly. So when it comes to SR 240 things, it's all pretty standard. It's nice, has a built SR. Still on a stock SR transmission, so that is the weak point. Has been painted a Juniper OEM green. It's kind of hard to see in here. Interior needs a lot of work. Gonna get new carpet, possibly a new dash if I can find it. I'm gonna put my Buddy Club buckets in it. This car will probably remain uncaged for the time being, unless I can find a nice bolt-in cage. But this car is from California originally, so there is zero rust on this thing. It's never been in accidents. Underside is super clean. The parts that the owner I just got it from have been painted fresh, and you can definitely tell that the guy who painted the fenders and kit was a lot better than whoever painted the actual chassis itself. But I can paint the roof and doors and hood again and trunk. These are going to get chopped up for 35 over so I can actually fit my wheels. These are just my spares that are 10.5 plus 12. I have my GMRs in the back of the truck. Those are 11 plus 6. I tried fitting those on already, and they were probably another inch or so out, so that brings me to the goodies we got with it as well. We have 35 rear overs and a set of 75 front fenders. I will probably keep the 35 or 40 overs that are already on the car, because I do plan on leaving the car green, I think. It may get painted, may not. I am debating painting it maybe like a yellow or some other like bright color. I like bright colored 240s. I think they look kind of cool. This is a roof line kit as well. All fresh. All this aero is brand new on the car. So why did I trade my IS 300 for this 240? The IS I built from scratch as a rolling shell. Kind of bored with it, kind of not, but I've never owned an S chassis before, and I've never owned an SR car before. And all I hear is people raving about how they drive and how they drift. Kind of have an itch in the back of my brain that I want to scratch, and the only way I could do that was with getting a 240. I gave him my car with the blown up transmission. That's all I got. I took the seats, I took the wheels. He gave me all those extras. I valued my car around the 24,000 range with everything that was done to it. A built SR 240. Realistically, this is like a $16,000 to $18,000 car. I think when I'm done with it, it'll be value-wise pretty close to the IS, but with keeping my parts and everything extra he gave me, it equates to that $5,000 range on top. So $5,000 plus $18,000 brings roughly to the value of my IS, but remember my IS had a blown transmission as well. He took it with the blown transmission. So I think overall it's pretty even trade. I'm pretty happy with this car. Fucking rips. It makes 425 wheel on E85 right now. There's a couple things that need to be cleaned up on it, but that's just going to make more content. I'm going to do videos. I already have a Z32 trans and a swap kit on the way. We're going to pull the engine out, paint the bay, put the overs on, go through everything, give it a good once over, probably seal the underside of the chassis because this thing is immaculate underneath. And yeah, let me know what you guys want to see. If you can, please subscribe and like this video. It really does help us out a lot. And I'll see you guys on the next one.